Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the Colonelcast. On this special first episode of the new sub-show, the COLONELBAT, where we talk about Batman stuff, starting with the brand new Penguin show, starring Colin Farrell and whoever else was in it. I don't know their names. With me is Erich McCoy.
It's the freaking bat. I think on every episode I should do a new "It's the freaking bat."
You should. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, well, you have to wait
for the occasion.
The last episode to make that comment in this one, right?
That's
no
true.
bat at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Only a bat signal shows up for no reason, I think.
And who else is that? Is that Florian Himsel, the greatest villain of our time?
Yeah, we
Yes,
put up
I
the
am-
Florian signal, and here he comes.
I'm like the Batman and the Joker in the same time. You know?
A double
It's
double
both-
feature. You're the Batman who laughs.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh wow,
both
Colonel
villains
knows about the
of
Batman who
crime.
laughs.
I know about all. Listen, I don't really read these comics, but I watch a podcast, so I know a lot about certain fucking things. So, yeah.
Wow, just
You know about the
just
Dark
like-
Knights? You know about the metal?
I know about the nth metal.
Uh-huh.
All that fucking nonsense.
Just how most people engage with politics, you know, they just hear it from a secondary source.
That's true, and you know what? That's good enough most of the time.
I read most of those comics, so
Well, he's the
man,
primary source.
I would be
probably-
the primary source of information. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
probably read Trump's program as well, if he even had one, you know,
big art of the deal fan.
like his policies.
Okay.
You didn't read his policies, really?
Well, it just says like deport all Mexicans. It's not very specific.
I've been seeing
well,
all
he
his
said 20
video
million,
clips of his policies.
Mexicans. Yeah.
I've been seeing he's just uploading like little TikTok length clips explaining them all. So
He does. Wow.
yeah, I assume that's what he's doing instead of like writing them down anywhere. But yeah, who knows?
Well, he made a big acceptance speech. I'm sorry, I got us off topic. Go ahead with the Penguin.
Yeah. So this Penguin show, right? It's set in the Batman universe. People know, right? People have seen this one. I assume. I hope this time.
Hey!
Yeah.
It's the Batman epic crime saga multiverse or universe or some shit.
Is that what they're calling it? Really?
Yeah, it's the
No,
epic crime
there's no
saga or
way they're
whatever.
calling
Oh.
it that.
Yeah, because
Almost
they have
as
to
good as
separate it
Spunk.
from the other Batman movie that they're gonna make with the guy who directed The Flash.
Yeah, they gotta.
'Cause there's gonna be-
they're
there's
doing
gonna
the
be
Brave
two
and the Bold
concurrent-
movie.
Or whatever.
Yeah. There's gonna be two concurrent Batman universes.
Yeah, I gotta say it's gonna be hard to
Wait, what's
give
the
a
other
single
one?
shit about that one once that comes out after this.
We do not know yet, Florian. We don't know who they've cast. We don't know,
What?
so. Okay, Florian. James Gunn is rebooting the DC universe with
Oh my
his Superman
God.
movie that comes out next year. So that's going to be the first of a new milieu of DC movies.
Mhm.
As part of that, they are doing a new Batman that's in that universe because Robert Pattinson's Batman does not take place in that universe. It's like distinct. It's like its
Wow.
own
Well, yeah,
epic crime saga universe.
I guess that makes sense. It's not that kind of cinematic that you'd want James Gunn for.
Well, it's interesting because I hope they go a little bit more wackier with that version of Batman.
Yeah,
You see?
We know that is he doing Damian first thing?
yeah, he's doing Damian Wayne,
I
which
think we
I'm
know
not.
that.
I don't care.
Wait.
You know, listen, those podcasts I mentioned earlier, they don't really like Damian Wayne on there, so I don't really like
I
him
like
either.
Damian. I'm a Damian fan, so you know.
Okay, maybe
Well, I
listen,
don't know
it'll
which
be my
one he
first
is.
exposure. I'll judge him from the movie, I
That's
guess,
a good
when that
way
comes
to
out.
do.
Is he a
That's a good way to
Nighthawk?
do a Robin.
Is
What?
he at Night?
Oh,
Is
he's a
he a
Robin?
He's a-
Nightwing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
is he a
Nightwing?
Nightwing? Does he
Nightwing is
become
the
a
first
Nightwing?
one. Nightwing's
Oh,
one
okay.
guy, I'm pretty sure. There's probably been other
All right.
Nightwings, but you know.
Wait,
All right,
wait,
we're
wait,
gonna
they're
school
starting
you
with
on
the second
Robins.
one? Wow.
We're gonna no. He's like the fourth one.
What
We're gonna
is-
school you.
Yeah.
Why are they
Robin.
starting
Explain
on
the
number
Robins.
4?
Because this
Yeah.
is about an even older Batman. Okay, this one's about a really old Batman
Mhm.
who's been around for like
Yeah.
5 to 10 years or something. Hopefully more than 5. Hopefully he's
So-
not going through
so
them
we-
that quick.
Mhm.
So we're actually gonna see a Batman who's had 3 other Robins, and we're gonna see the story of the 4th Robin.
Probably
They
because
might
they
leave
want to
out
do
Tim
Teen
Drake.
Titans as well.
This is
But,
blowing my mind. This is almost like having a video about like fourth bride of a famous person. This is,
Yeah. Lots of little boys around this rich millionaire.
Lots and lots. Yeah.
Or billionaire.
But
I didn't mean to
Florian.
make it sexual. Okay, it's very
First,
uncouth.
well, that's kind of one of the things about Batman. Okay, so first Robin, Dick Grayson, Dick. He becomes Nightwing when he grows old enough to not want to be Robin anymore, and kind of becomes his own superhero, off in Bloodhaven.
Yeah. Next is then there's Jason Todd, who actually some similarities to the Vic character from this Penguin show. Once we get to that,
Yeah.
It's he's he was sort of a darker, more gritty Robin and stuff because he was from a poorer background. He was more disturbed and stuff. He never really had parents and all that. And he ends up getting killed by the Joker in Iran or somewhere.
One.
Yeah, it's weird.
Really?
Like the Joker like tricks himself into becoming like the U.S. ambassador to Iraq or something.
Yeah.
He tricks himself into it.
Well, no, the Joker, he tricks the whole world into it to be like
it's a way to get diplomatic immunity, essentially. Batman cannot go after him if he's the U.S. ambassador to Iraq.
So he's basically Elon Musk. Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. But yeah,
Okay,
so Jason Todd dies.
Gets killed when Joker beats the shit out of him with a crowbar, and then he comes back to life somehow, and he becomes Red Hood.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Depending on the version, he comes back through the Lazarus Pit from Raz or Ra's al Ghul, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they say it wrong in Batman Begins, and that throws me off now and everything else.
He can't be called Racial Ghoul. Okay, that's such a
Racial
stupid name.
Ghoul.
Racial Ghoul.
Because he literally is a racial ghoul.
Oh my god, is that why they named it? That might be.
Right. Is that why they changed it? Is that why they didn't want to say racial?
It's like Harry Potter naming at conventions, you know?
Wow.
When a Chinese school for witchcraft is just called Ching Chong or something, you know?
Oh god.
That's I mean, and it's either that or it's sometimes he comes back because Superboy punched the universe and stuff, but that's its own whole thing. Yeah.
Florian, we should quiz Florian on the Robins every time we do a new episode. You remember who the Robins are
to figure out all of them. Yeah. The third one is Tim
Florian,
Drake.
Guess I'll
take notes. Number 3, Tim Drake, young kid living on the street. He like steals. Wait, is Tim Drake the one who steals?
Jason Todd steals the wheels off the car.
Shit.
Tim Drake is from a different wealthy guy who lives in like a mansion down the street or something, and then his dad gets killed or his mom gets killed or something. I'm not totally clear on Tim Drake. I don't know much about him, but he's more of a tech-based guy or something.
So are these Robins always in the same order, or is that just the order in which they were like their stories were brought up, or does the Batman have different Robins in different orders?
In most versions, they keep the order generally the same. Like in most of the movies and stuff. I mean, any movie that has Robin, it's it's Dick Grayson because they haven't gotten to the other Robins yet. But there are some weird ones, some weird adaptations. Like it's kind of implied that Dick Grayson is murdered like Jason Todd was in the Snyderverse and stuff.
Yeah,
but there's
because he's got the costume.
Wait, I don't remember.
He's only got one costume.
I don't remember any Robin in the Snyderverse.
His suit is in there.
Batman is looking at a Robin suit that has ha 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 ha.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind. I got it.
And the theory for that is that Jared Leto Joker is actually one of the Robins, and he wasn't killed. He was just turned into the Joker by maybe a previous old Joker. Which that's just cope to assume that there was like a real Joker at some point, so we don't have to acknowledge Jared Leto. Yeah. That's the best way for fan theories to come up, is just to try to cope about some terrible decision that the movie made.
That's too bad.
Right,
I think Jared Leto has definitely earned his Joker, and his part in the People's Joker was pretty epic too, you know. So.
And then Florian, we've got a fourth Robin. We'll get to a fifth Robin here in a minute, but the fourth Robin, Damian Wayne, who is Bruce's son by Talia al Ghul, who rapes him.
I think so.
Impregnates herself with his seed.
Sometimes they don't want to say Batman got raped, so they avoid that, you know. But yeah.
Wow.
And he's he's grittier and darker as well because he's because he's the son of
He's
an
been
evil
trained
assassin.
as a killer by the League of Assassins.
Yeah.
Since
And,
very early age.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fifth Robin is.
It would be like Cassie, whatever from The Dark Knight Returns.
That's Carrie Kelly, but she's not
Carrie
official.
Kelly,
She's just in that universe, and she becomes
Yeah,
Batwoman or
but
Catwoman
she
or
has
something.
Oh.
Sure, she just has enough like spotlight on her because that's such a huge story in the Batman mythos. So yeah.
Which we might
Nice.
very well get to. That's on the list for the
I
wheel
know.
here. Yeah.
We must prepare Florian.
Yeah, he's got to know the lore going in. These
Well,
things.
the thing is, I've probably seen like all of these before, so these stories of Robins
It's just
actually sound
completely-
familiar. So it makes
Okay.
I was
sense.
gonna say some of this stuff should sound familiar because.
But
Yeah, I'm
I'll
sure
never
you've
get
seen,
the
like,
names
Under the
right.
Red Hood.
Yeah.
I have, yes. I didn't know that was a Robin. I guess I forgot that part.
That was the whole story. That was the whole
Yeah, I forgot
backstory.
about it. Okay,
That's
I've
fair.
seen like 100 Batmans. All right.
There's
Oh.
been quite a lot.
And speaking of Sons of Batman, Terry McGinnis was kind of the son of Batman when Amanda Waller replaced someone else's jizz with Bruce Wayne's jizz.
Yeah.
Wow.
He impregnated Terry McGinnis's mom.
Well, what
To
about
make the
Batman Beyond?
That is the Batman Beyond, is Terry McGinnis.
That is Batman Beyond.
Wow.
Terry
Yeah.
McGinnis.
Yep. I've
He's
seen
sort
like
of like
one
a
episode
Robin.
of that.
Well, it's also on our list for future episodes here, but
Mhm.
Okay,
But
well,
anyway-
there's something I actually haven't seen, so that's cool.
yeah, we watched this Penguin show. What did you guys think of this Penguin series?
Yeah, the longest wind up possible for this.
Mhm.
Already
Epic
off
time
to a
saga.
really bad start. You know?
All this was very
All right,
important
so-
information for Florian here.
We're gonna talk about the Batman
Yeah,
separately,
because there's
right?
no
So should
Robin
we, like,
in
kinda,
this.
should we kind of try to not talk about the Batman within
Well,
this
he's
episode?
I mean,
Well, I
he's not
haven't
even in the
seen it,
show,
so-
so we got.
spin-off.
Well, no, we should talk about him. Actually, I need a
No,
refresher.
we're gonna watch the Batman eventually. Okay, it's gonna be on the show.
Right, right.
All of this is gonna be fucked and out of order, but that's okay because most of them are good enough at being self-contained.
Yeah.
Yeah, they better be, because nobody ever watches anything in order.
Yeah.
Okay, so Colin Farrell,
Yeah.
in incredible makeup, is playing the Penguin for this show.
Mhm.
He has the waddle. He has the.
Wait,
I
I
don't
need to
know,
look
the
up what
nose.
he looks like otherwise.
What do you mean?
Oh my
Penguin?
god, he
You know
looks
what Colin
nothing.
Farrell looks like?
He looks nothing like
Oh.
the penguin. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know Colin Farrell from anything else. I tried looking at his
Wow.
IMDb or whatever. I don't think I recognized.
I mean,
anything
you
on there.
definitely don't recognize him from the penguin.
No,
That's
not when he's
crazy.
dressed up as
Yeah.
the Penguin. Yeah,
Yeah, he's like British or something. I saw in some behind the scenes
he
stuff.
is British. Yes.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
this is actually weird, and like I actually don't really like when this happens because I'm like I want to see more of this actor, but then like, when I do, he just looks like a normal guy. I just want to see more of the penguin waddling about, you know. The
Yeah.
same
So you're
way.
saying Colin Farrell in this costume should get other roles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should play
Oh my god.
a scary fat guy from Brooklyn or whatever. Well, you know, not Brooklyn. But they can't call
Yeah.
it Gotham, and if he were like a character in like another movie, he couldn't be from Gotham, I guess, you know. So
It's they'll figure it out, okay? He can just
Yeah.
he can just do Infinite Batman, okay? It's the same thing as when I saw The Hobbit and I was disappointed that Sorin doesn't play this way anywhere else. He never has that nose or anything. It throws me off, okay? I just wanted to see more Sorin.
yeah, that's
What a
unfortunate.
shame.
You could watch The Northman, and then every character's a little bit like Thorin in that.
Well, they don't have a big dwarf nose. It's not the
No,
same.
that's, I guess
Oh, so the
that's
nose
true.
is the only thing you really care about. For...
It looks way
You
different,
know, for
okay?
both of these characters, you just want them for their nose, their big scary noses.
Well, I also like the leg, I guess, in this case.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but Colin
He's got a
Farrell,
really fucked up leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, he's the Penguin, and he's doing his Penguin stuff right. He's trying to grow and be the biggest gangster in Gotham City and stuff. And he runs into the remaining Falcone family. He gets Vic, who's like this young kid who's honestly, I thought Vic's sort of arc was it was kind of mirroring like a sidekick or like almost a Spider-Man origin times and stuff. He has like the dead family, the like you know, he's got like his like when he has like his last interaction with his family, which we see briefly, is sort of having an argument with his dad, and then they're all dead and stuff, and it made me think like, oh, in another like maybe a brighter universe, this kid could have been like a sidekick, like a Robin or like a,
Wow.
a Spider-Man type of character or something. You know, he could have done some good, but in this, he gets picked up by the Penguin first, and he's like, okay, you gotta help me like hide this body, and that just sets him on a totally different path here.
I mean, he's not even good at his job at first, so I don't know if he would have been a Robin, but sure, I guess.
Well, that's part of the reason why like Penguin kind of like takes pity on him. He's like this kid who kind of like has a lisp, or he doesn't have a lisp. What does he have? He's like a stutter, and like he sees himself in this kid, and he wants to take him under his wing, and kind of like help him develop. And then like the tragic ending of this season is just like such a messed up thing.
Yeah, and I mean,
just came out of nowhere, you know.
It's been spoiled for everyone.
It did
I'm
not
sure by
come out
now.
of
He
nowhere.
gets it sort of leads up to it, but I thought it was I honestly thought it was a little bit forced there when he kills him.
Yeah, it was very forced.
As I'm not sure like why he did
We
that.
spoiled it with no warning.
That's fine. People have seen the show.
They
call. You gotta do a warning, okay? Like especially when the other people try to not spoil. It's just say spoiler alert and then do the spoiler. Jeez.
I don't care.
Wow.
Florian, do you say spoiler alert before you say any spoiler, or do you say spoiler alert at the beginning of the episode and then everyone knows that there's going to be spoilers?
No, yeah, we spoiled what happened to fucking Jason Todd here. You didn't care about that. My God,
I forgot who that is. No,
you're gonna fail this quiz next episode, dude. That's no good.
Like obviously you can talk about like some stuff from the show, but like final episode stuff should probably not be spoiled until like halfway through the podcast. You know.
Too bad. It's been done. Okay.
Much like the death of Jason Todd, we should leave this up to the listeners of this podcast. Should we spoil episodes within the show? Yes or no?
You have to send it in through the phone. We're giving you a 1-800 number here. No scamming, no calling us more than once. It's not fair.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought Vic's death, I thought it was a little bit, you know, it sort of felt like, oh, we need to remind the people that this guy is like a bad guy, you know, and he's doing bad stuff through the whole show, but it's like a Walter White level of bad stuff where he's mostly just killing like the bad people.
Previous freaking episode when like you learn that he killed all his brothers, like, well, yeah, anyone who is close to him, he is going to kill because he wants to be alone with his mom.
I get that, but I'm not...
He wants to fuck his mom.
I know, but I'm not sure why he kills him then, though. That's like right after he's been helping him the whole show and stuff. He's perfectly loyal. He's like the best assistant that a penguin could have, you know? I don't know why he kills him then. He should have been at least...
He knows too much. He knows his weak point. Like,
I guess.
Like, anyone who is too close to him is going to come to death.
Wait, what is his weak point? His mother?
His ma!
But his mom's a vegetable. What weak point is that?
That honestly makes it even worse, just because, like, somebody could so easily kidnap her. Like, she's not going to put up a fight. She's a fucking vegetable.
It's going to be a fucking a Mr. Freeze situation every time. Where he picks up their like vegetative wife and stuff, or mom in this
Besides, the other people are gonna know about his mom eventually. You know, they're gonna like he's not gonna be able to take care of her all the time.
I don't know.
I mean, she probably doesn't need much help now, but I don't know. They probably still need a nurse on standby.
Now is like the best possible time, just because he's got her up in that penthouse and he can probably visit her whenever. Like, he doesn't have to go to a hospital. He doesn't have to go to her like actual abode.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
This entire you could see this entire show about like crystallizing power around him, killing anyone that like could possibly interfere with his power base, and then it's just him alone with his mom. Like that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see a future movie where like I don't know, Barry Keoghan's Joker or someone kidnaps his mom and stuff, and that's sort of that's how they get control over him for that movie or whatever. But
could be.
Yeah. It really is like a Mr. Freeze thing.
It's smart then that he did it because Vic would have been tortured and he would have spilled the beans, you know.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that actor's good enough. He could have been in like a movie or something. They could have kept that character going a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
but he would have been tortured. He would have spilled the beans, and then, like, the Penguin would have regretted having kept him alive, you know?
I don't know. There could have been opportunities to like show his life start to get unraveled more and more and stuff, because it seemed like he was just going up with the money and stuff from this big operation. It seemed like Vic's life could have been pretty good with the Penguin. Maybe he didn't kill him.
Well, I mean, Vic was apparently the only person who knew about the mother, so I guess that's why. It's pretty crazy then. Which I just don't get it. Like, if she's a vegetable, like, how valuable can she be? Like, what's gonna happen to her? So what if someone kidnaps her? Jeez.
Well, you know, he cares about her. You know, he's not thinking about it like, oh, it's okay if she dies or whatever because she's a vegetable. Like, you know, he cares about her. He gave her the penthouse and stuff.
I mean, it's really stupid because, like, obviously Vic would have been a much more reliable family member to have than a vegetable mom, you know?
That's true. But, you know, Vic couldn't dress up like his mom.
He will not ever be able to see anyone else as his family. Like, that is the alpha and the omega for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a twisted character. I think they just did it because the Batman is gonna fight the Penguin, and they don't want there to be any touching moment of Vic and Vic trying to save the Penguin. They want the Penguin to be like, no, I'm all alone. Why in my greed? Why is there no one to save me? You know, that's what they want, and they want the Batman to look good, and they want the Penguin to look bad, and that's how cheaply they do it. All right.
Well, I was gonna say, obviously they don't want a bunch of baggage from a TV show intruding into the movie, so the Penguin will probably have a mother, but it will be like understood very quickly by the audience who has not seen the Penguin that he just really loves his mother.
Yeah,
like that's the most shorthand you can possibly do.
Yeah,
I think at least after the emotions of this last episode, a lot of people want to see Batman go and maybe find Vic's ID and go, oh, Penguin, I gotta beat you up because you killed Victor. And so, you know, big scene like that could be pretty good, but they'll
that's
probably
why
just
the
brush over most of it.
That is why the bat signal was lit. They found Vic's ID and they sent their best man to the job, you know?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a problem with the fact that Batman never shows up in this show? Because, like, about 2 or 3 episodes in, people were like, where is Batman? Why is he not instantly swooping down and...
Well, it has to be that way, yeah, because he would just stop it all, you know? Like, he has to be out of town or something.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
In a city, Florian, there are, like, tons of crimes happening, and Batman can't possibly know, like, what the most important, like,
he's all of these criminals
Florian, all of these criminals have to develop themselves somehow. They can't be, like, third-rate criminals the entire time and Batman just stops them every single time. They have to like be actual villains. You can't say, well, Batman should have it's like God. It's like, well, God should have stopped that. Well, he didn't. Guess what?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like the only thing I think would have really raised Batman's alarm in this is the big car bomb, and mostly just because that's sort of reminiscent of what happened in the movie and stuff. But I feel like he'd be too busy. You know, he's trying to do better. He's probably trying to do more Bruce Wayne like charity work and stuff as of late. You know, since that's sort of his arc in the movie.
So he is just lazy. Okay.
Well, no, he can't do everything. You know, he's got to pick and choose his battles. Yeah.
Well, he can't do pointless charity work when there's criminals to be punched. Come on.
Well, the charity work is how, you know, if there were like a better charity and better support systems and stuff, then Vic wouldn't have gotten with the Penguin, and Penguin would have just been killed by fucking what's her name, by Sophia at the start of the show or whatever. You know, it would have taken care of itself.
Oh wow, yeah, sure. Everything can be solved with money. Wow. The poor, you can just feed them and then they won't be criminal. Okay, liberal.
Well, the alternative is going and just beating on them, and that's it. So, just like
he went too hard on beating on them, and now he's going too soft with just charity work. Okay, what a great Batman.
Maybe the Joker got out and he's been dealing with that as well. You know, who knows?
Yeah,
it would be really funny.
Any time now.
It would be really funny if there was like a Joker. The Joker was just fought off screen between every movie or something. That would be pretty good.
Honestly, just seeing the Joker in prison kind of for that. Like, I feel like we're a little bit overexposed on Jokers. I do not like the way that Barry Keoghan Joker, at least partially, appeared in the Batman.
I don't like him at all.
Full
Honestly,
scene,
he's doing
he's doing a bit too much of the business with this Joker.
and he's got he's trying to like. He's not really like his own Joker. He's kind of got the Heath Ledger voice going on and stuff. He kind of just seems like a more unhinged version of that. Like, it doesn't feel like a necessary... Like, we don't need to see the Joker, like, I don't know...
No, I want
blow
that.
up the city again or whatever with this one.
Give me another Heath Ledger Joker. Come on.
Go with the, like, pure, straight-up, like, gangster, trickster Joker. Who's just, like, throwing pies in people's faces and...
Wow.
Well, I want to see like a classic comic Joker in a movie.
A guy
That's what
who just wants to get power. That's boring.
Well, honestly, he's unhinged still or whatever.
The Dark Knight Joker is actually pretty damn good. Like a lot. Like he dresses up in drag. He like
what?
He does a lot of.
Oh right, I guess it's a disguise. I forgot about that.
It's very silly. It's just played straight, so you can kind of like. Yeah,
I don't know what I think about that movie. We're gonna have to when we get to that. You know, it'll be interesting. I think.
Dark Knight.
I'm a big hate. Yeah, I hate it. I think it's the worst fucking thing ever made. But
we're gonna have to spank you over this one.
We have to save his soul.
We'll see. Okay, I haven't seen it in a while. I saw Batman Begins like a couple months ago again, and I didn't care for it honestly. I did not care for it.
Wow. Maybe you just don't like Nolan's take on Batman. Wow.
I might just not. We'll have to see again. You know. We're gonna get like Dark Knight Return, fucking Rises first here, and it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be a big tragedy. It's gonna sour me on the whole trilogy again for no reason.
Wow, I can't wait for that to happen. That sounds great, and then you'll just hate it irrationally. Cool.
Yeah, it could happen. That's the beauty of this show. Yeah, so
I haven't seen Batman Begins in ages. I don't know if I even liked it back in a day.
It's a weird movie. But yeah,
I guess it's disappointing that it ends when it begins, you know?
That's what it's called.
I know, but I want to see, like, I don't like origin stories.
Well, that's what the Dark Knight's for. That's why they made sequels.
That's good, yeah.
My goodness.
But I mean, I don't know if that even... I guess they could have just skipped the origin story, is my point. Ah, Jesus.
That's why I'm glad they did for this and stuff, for this universe.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Finally.
Yeah, but for the Penguin show, right? What do you guys think of the Sophia character, the Sophia Falcone?
Oh, she's pretty interesting.
Yeah, she's kind of the heart of the story for a lot of it. Like we get her whole backstory. I think even more so than the Penguins and stuff.
I guess I don't like her revenge against the Penguin too much, because like, who cares if he killed your stupid ass brother? Like that guy's just as bad as anyone else in the family. Jeez.
Well, no, we see though that he was the only family who cared about her. He's the only one who went to see her in prison and tried to help her. And
but that's her problem. Well, the Penguin wouldn't have known about that.
Well, yeah, because but he's like an asshole. He helped put her in there and stuff. You know, that's the whole story.
I guess it's poetic in the justice there.
Yeah. He's got to get his, she's got to get her revenge on him and stuff because he's so horrible to everyone and double crosses everybody at all points in time.
Yep.
Yeah, but she has like the whole episode that's just about her backstory and her time at Arkham and stuff, and I thought some of it was a little bit cheesy. That's like my only other problem with the show that I have at all, was just that episode's a bit much. But it is interesting to see her all.
Why is the problem that she's cheesy? I don't understand that.
With that episode, it's just whenever you see Arkham and stuff, and they're like there's like the crazy like screaming lunatics and whatever in this like more serious kind of universe, it gets a little seems a little strange.
That's nonsense.
Honestly, that's the perfect excuse you need to make it a little bit cheesier.
It's not too bad.
And everyone's it just takes
me a little bit out of it sometimes.
Hey, that episode was perfectly grounded. There was no like screaming jokers, was there? Okay, I guess there was, but that's how. Like those might be real diseases that people might have. Okay, I don't buy it. Just because it shows that doesn't mean that it's unrealistic. Okay, and her tragedy in it was really really touching, you know, like
Yeah, all the
real
way it like
tragic what happened.
yeah, the whole way that it like beat her down and stuff, and you see like I mean one thing that I really like is just Arkham making people like more insane and stuff, because that's like straight out of the comics. That's like always what that's what that's doing to these people and stuff. But it's
the recidivism within the system just makes people worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, and this I like that the Arkham, they're giving out like this drug that comes from the mushrooms and stuff, and it's like it's something that I think would be ridiculous if not for the fact that I know this is Batman, and I know a guy who works at Arkham who usually he gets weird chemicals from mushrooms and stuff, and I'm hoping he maybe shows up in the next movie. That'd be pretty neat.
But mushrooms actually
who are you
make
talking about?
The Scarecrow guy. That's what he does, right?
Scarecrow.
Yeah, it's like they say it's like a psychoactive drug. He doesn't eat the mushrooms. He makes them into the fear toxin or whatever. At least he does in the Arkham games. I don't know if that's usually where he gets it in the other stuff, but yeah.
Wow, he's really gonna fight with the Penguin over the bliss, over the drug.
I hope so. That'd be cool. I just want to see Scarecrow, man. I just fucking love the Scarecrow. He's like my favorite villain from the series.
You don't like Scarecrow from Batman Begins?
No, I think they fucked him up real bad. I thought that was honestly it was the worst Scarecrow I've seen.
Really?
I did not like it. Yeah.
I don't even remotely remember there being a Scarecrow, so I must have really not seen that in ages.
He leaves no impression. He gets like tased and he fucks off. That's it.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why I like him, is because he's just kind of a guy. He's just kind of like a doctor who can like push gas into your face, but like he can't actually do anything. Like
I don't know. That feels like too Nolan grounded for me. Okay, it's too like this can be resolved very easily. Like, what was he gonna do when the fucking cops went up against him? Was there not? Did you not expect like one cop with a gas mask or whatever? Like,
I love that he shows up in the other two movies.
Yeah, I don't even remember what his fucking role is there.
Nice.
He's selling drugs that freak people out in the second one, and then in the third one he's like Bane's like head of justice or whatever.
Oh.
He's like sentencing people.
That's fine. I don't know.
Pay attention to this.
I'll see. I don't like his look. You know what? Scarecrow, he needs the hat. Okay, he needs it. It's important to the look, and they don't have that in the show or in the movie. I don't care.
Scarecrow has a hat. Wait.
Yeah.
You want full on like hay coming out of his.
Maybe not the hay, okay, but he needs a hat. He needs a hood or something on his head, right, to make that look decent. I think.
What's your favorite Scarecrow, or what version of it do you think of when like the Batman the Animated Series?
I see it now. The hat is best. Yeah.
The version that I really like is the one from the fucking Lego game. Honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the first original Lego game where he's just I mean there's no dialogue in that game or whatever. He's not really like a real character, but just that sort of design I think you could turn into like an animated thing pretty well. The animated series he's like too weird looking in that for me, you know. But I also just really like the Arkham universe one where he's got the hood and like the gas mask bits on his thing and like his face gets all fucked up. The weird thing about the Arkham universe is like he has a different voice like every time. Yeah, but that's okay. They're always changing his.
Yeah, it can happen.
He got mauled really bad by Killer Croc between games, so.
Yeah, right.
Wow,
it's fine. Yeah, but I don't know. I really like that version.
Scarecrow every time.
Especially the Arkham Knight one specifically was really cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I hope he shows up in the Batman universe, and I hope he's slightly cooler than in Batman Begins, and he's like a main villain sort of situation.
Do we remember like most of the individual episodes? Because it's been a while for me, but Purple has binged them recently.
I've got notes for each episode.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, most of my notes aren't super useful, honestly. Like Penguin has the thing where the cilantro tastes like soap. I noticed. He mentions that, which I do too. Oh, yeah. I can't eat cilantro. It tastes terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That sucks for you.
Well, there's this one spice in Indian food that I despise. I don't know if it's cilantro.
Who knows? But yeah, and also he likes extra pickles. I noted that down. He likes extra pickles on his burger in that first episode.
You take weird notes, Colonel. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. I wrote down Mare Real because her name is Mare Real or whatever. But Mare Real.
Yeah, Bella Real.
She better be a fake mare by the end of the series. Otherwise, it's just really on the nose.
Deal.
She's gonna be puppeted by the Court of Owls, okay? She's gonna be a total puppet.
Do you think they're gonna do Court of Owls in this?
I hope so. It would just be cool to see, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the Court. I think they're cool. I think they should do something like that. I just don't know how you like end that, because it's like,
I don't know.
So, Florian, the Court of Owls is like a secret society that's been like controlling
I've seen them.
Gotham. Oh, okay, so you know them.
They're like underground.
But like for the audience.
And like there's these like mutant guys called the Talons who are kind of their enforcers or whatever, but like I don't really know what you do with that is the thing. Like how do you
I don't know if they do the Talons.
That? Does he beat them up?
I guess he'd probably beat some of them up or whatever. I mean, the Talons are there for him to beat someone up, I guess, in the comics. But
that's the thing. Like he needs some kind of action.
Yeah, you probably want him to do something far more important than beat them up. Maybe he has to expose them, otherwise maybe they're actually out in the open, and then like if he would punch them, then he would get in trouble. So he has to discredit them first, you know.
Well, people are
maybe they're influencers, you know, the Court of Owls, and they're all constantly on TikTok, you know. Maybe they're like Trump, and they're having their rallies and everything.
I don't know. They gotta be underground. That's their whole point. They gotta be under there. They're the Illuminati, but for just Gotham City.
You can flip it. You can make it so that they're actually like out in the open having rallies. That would be fun.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be happy with that, but
wow.
Yeah, there's people were speculating because when they go to the mayor's like office or like hall or whatever in this movie or in the Penguin show, not movie. But yeah, there's they go there and there's sort of the decorations look sort of owl-like if you look at them a certain way or whatever.
Right.
Some of the things on the wall there, so you know, it could be.
They're definitely hinting at something.
They might be, or it just looks like that, and they're not gonna bother. Next movie's gonna be about fucking Mr. Freeze or something. Who knows?
Well, maybe it's just a hint to throw you off, you know?
I've heard that they want to do Clayface in one of these things.
That'd be cool. I don't know how they're going to do Clayface.
I don't think it would be like the Batman the Animated Series Clayface. It would be more like if you saw the Batman, the Caped Crusader show, where
I didn't see
it's more like the original kind of appearances of Basil Carlo, where he's kind of just an actor who can kind of like change his face to look like others, rather than like he's a big slime man.
I want to see him do big slime man. Okay, I want to see them do fucking Clayface and like fear toxin and like crazy shit.
Well,
that's what I want to see in a Batman. You want to do
crazy shit in the Batman epic crime saga universe?
Well, that's the problem. Is they've made it too grounded and too gritty. You know. No, they could lean into it. You know. I guess they could do. I want to see fucking Man-Bat and stuff at the very least.
Well, there is a place for both of these things in any Batman thing, but they need to actually do both things. Like, you can't keep doing the gritty Batman crime stuff all the time. You have to like introduce some crazy shit sometimes.
The template is just the like Arkham universe, because that's like really heightened and stuff, but it's still like they just heighten the grittiness as well and stuff, and like the whole city is disgusting and filthy and winding and terrible and all that, kind of like it is in this. I thought this like the Batman epic crime saga Gotham is pretty close to the Arkham one in a lot of ways, just visually too. It's I feel like there's room for that, and they could do it, you know. I feel like if they really wanted to do like a full Clayface or like a full Man-Bat or any of these things, they could still do that in this world, you know, if they wanted to.
No, you can't have it. Could. You liked the Batman and the Penguin, and now you're not gonna get the Clayface. Okay, it's not happening.
You know what? At the very least, fucking DCU, the Brave and the Bold will deliver. Okay, because that's gonna be a silly ass universe with all these fucking cartoon characters running around. So I'll get it eventually. I swear to God.
Well, I've definitely seen Clayfaces, but I guess Spider-Man has a Clayface.
Spider-Man has a Sandman. That's a different guy.
Sandman.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing, though. Just, you know, one of them's dry.
Florian's discovering how similar Batman and Spider-Man are.
Yeah. Well, sometimes Sandman merges with Hydro Man and they become Mudman, and then that's a little bit closer.
Wow! Sometimes finally mixing the elements. Damn.
Sometimes Sandman gets turned into glass, and then he gets shattered, and then he's Glass Man for a little bit, and that's pretty good too.
Wow.
Not to be mistaken with Glass, Mr. Glass from the M. Night Shyamalan
Yeah.
universe of
when he
movies.
gets
That guy's
shattered,
not
yeah.
made out of glass shards, though. He'll just die if you like press
Yeah,
on him
he
really
just
hard or
breaks
whatever.
all of his bones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just heals very slowly. It's terrible.
Hmm. Yeah. I think for the Penguin show, right? I think one of the really cool aspects here is just the way that you see him like interacting with Vic and stuff, and it's sort of like an abusive parent kind of relationship here. It's very much like, oh, I'm gonna reinforce like any behaviors that I like and whatever at your expense, and I'm gonna really harshly punish you, but sort of in ways where like you feel like it's out of love and stuff, or like you deserve it, like it's your fault every time.
I feel that it's out of love. Okay, he does not need
It's-
to treat his minion that well. Okay, if that guy fucks up, he should be killed. But instead he's nice and forgiving. All right.
Well, I
But
think
then
it's
guess
complicated
Mummy
enough. I
does
think
kill him, so whatever.
I think Penguin does, like, to some degree, maybe some of it is, like, that's just how he was raised, like, by his mom, who started, we know by the end of the series that she was kind of manipulating him and pushing him in certain directions and stuff, just kind of using him the way that, Rex there suggested or whatever.
Actually, when I saw the ending the first time, I thought that he was considering Vic to be family, and that's why he's killing him, because he doesn't want to have any family that's not in a vegetative state. Okay, so
Well,
maybe
that's,
we got a really detached Penguin who actually hates the concept of family now, and he just has his mom there to distract would-be kidnappers.
I guess so. I don't know. That's that is what they were leaning into, is that it's sort of, because there's a lot of parallels. He like takes them out for the slush puppies or whatever, and that's like just the same way that Rex did or something. Does he say that Rex took him for slush? I don't know. It's something that connects to his childhood anyway, and he wants to give Vic the same sort of experience and upbringing and whatever. So there's a lot of parallels there.
He's the only one who knows the right flavors.
Yeah, he knows the specific flavors to mix or whatever. And Vic,
Yeah.
I assume Vic just sort of pretends that it's really good and whatever. It's probably awful.
No, I think it's great. Okay, I discovered mixtures that are delicious. Okay, they're out there. You just gotta keep
Listen,
looking.
The most you can do is put a little Sprite at the bottom of some Coke, okay? And that's about enough for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, there was I got weird fucking notes for this show. There's a moment where the one of the like prostitute characters mentions that she works with cake, and I was wondering if that's like a reference to cake farts.
What?
Oh wow, could be.
That's, I don't know. That's just something I picked up on.
There's
How
some
very
great
strange.
cast in this show. Clancy Brown plays
Yeah.
is it
Sal Maroni. Yeah.
yeah.
He's pretty good. I haven't seen Clancy Brown in a lot of serious roles. I've seen him in Mr. Krabs, and I've seen him in what's that? The fucking David Cage game about the robots. I don't
Detroit
remember.
Become Human.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Gotta have Mr. Krabs in that. Yeah.
He's showing up more and more in like serious acting roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen him, and then I looked him up. What, Mr. Krabs? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember where though.
He was in like a Mandalorian or something as well. He was some side
Oh.
character in one of
He
those.
was in Ahsoka. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, it's the
Mhm.
same character? Wow.
I don't know. I thought he was a
Oh yeah, I guess so.
villain in
actor.
like
Same
episode
actor.
5 of Mandalorian. I
Wait,
don't
not
know.
the same character?
Oh, he was. He
Yeah.
he was dressed up as a Deveronian, the Devil Man.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're called Deveroni. I remembered he was the Devil Man. It's called Deveronian.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Deveronian. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's
I
Star
don't
Wars.
know what you're
I
talking
guess.
about. Wow.
That's Star Wars for you, baby.
Wow.
When did you watch Star Wars, Purple? I thought you hate Star Wars.
I watched Mandalorian like 3 years ago whenever the first season came out, and then I heard the second season
mhm.
wasn't as good, so I didn't watch it.
You
Wow.
didn't even
wow.
give it a try. Wow.
You know what? I saw the fucking Luke Skywalker thing at the end of that
Yeah.
show, and I was like,
And
no,
you're probably like,
I'm
I can see how this is gone. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it's like they're taking this self-contained thing that sort of has references to all the other stuff, and they're just making it the other stuff, and I don't care for it. They're making it like the anchor point
Filoni
for the
and
universe.
shitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
it's tragic. Yeah,
Just gonna have a big universe where everything connects. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so jaded?
That's well, it's you know, I'm
If
just
that made
tired
it
of
better, you might have an argument there, Florian, but it doesn't make it better. It makes it worse.
I liked Luke. He was cool. Okay.
All the fucking like expanded universe of Star Wars has ever done is make people like whine whenever the movies don't conform 100%. Fucking not Kit Fisto, Coyote Mundi, his age is wrong, and that needs to be a fucking discussion for 5 years on Twitter forever. It sucks.
Wow.
Well, the funny thing is, it wasn't even wrong because they changed the continuity in like 2012.
Because it was just from some book or whatever, right? It wasn't even like they don't talk about fucking his age in any of the prequels.
Yeah.
Stupid. But, yeah, there's a lot of...
I don't really pay attention. I mean, that's usually a good sign when people get that into the lore, okay?
Listen, it probably I'm sure it was great back then when you could read all the books and whatever and have them matter. But
and I did.
It's a new universe now. You gotta move on.
YouTube videos about them.
You gotta hope they just bring all the stuff you like back in, like the Thrawn guy or whatever. He's in one of the shows, right? They brought him in?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. Played by
Are they gonna
stranded in an alternate reality? It's crazy. Or
are they gonna
alternate galaxy?
I want to see them bring in the evil like antimatter universe that filled with bug people. I want to see them put that in one of the Disney Plus shows from the extended universe.
Antimatter universe? What?
It might not have been antimatter. It was like a negative reality or something. There's like an alternate universe full of evil bug people who are trying to come over.
No.
How can they all be evil? That doesn't make sense.
You're just talking about the Killiks, which are just a race of bug people.
I don't know.
There's no like alternate reality or something.
I thought there was like an evil like negative universe, maybe
Star
you're
Trek, talking about Beyond
evil.
Shadows. No,
I don't know.
That doesn't exist in Star Wars. I would know. I've read all of those books.
Okay.
I know everything.
Well, they can make it that when they bring it into Disney Plus, they can make it the thing that I'm thinking.
Yeah, if they want.
Yeah, they'll totally do that just for you.
Yeah, they can just turn it into the Star Trek negative world where it's just there's evil Rey in it and stuff. We can get a full show about the evil Rey. Yeah, we can get her in.
They already had evil Rey.
They had her for a minute, but she's really cool looking, and she needs a whole show in the negative universe.
You would probably
you like more universe. Cool.
If they're gonna be schlocky with it, it's fun.
You would probably like the Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy TV show where it's like an alternate version.
Yeah, I know there's Darth Jar Jar. They made him at least as canon as that show is, or whatever. Probably not very, but they put him in a thing. They made real sets of that universe. Too. There's an official Darth Jar Jar minifigure out there now that I got to get because I made a fake Darth Jar Jar minifigure at one point, and it's still it's sitting on my shelf still. But I could get the official one and replace it.
Yeah, and yours probably be better.
Yeah. Well, mine's just Anakin's body with Jar Jar's head on it and 2 lightsabers. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I wrote down at one point, imagining a Batman comic where he has to stop Penguin from getting his mom assisted suicide because he's against murder. That'd be fun. Because they bring that up for a minute.
It needs to be really long and gritty too, right? Like he goes through the court process and is Saul Goodman and everything.
Yeah, Batman he just takes the stand and he gives this like ethical argument and stuff. Or he just beats the Penguin up and stops him. I don't know.
But you think he'd do that when it's when the law approves?
I don't know. He'd make his case, okay? He'd try his best. Wow. Yeah.
Wait, the Penguin would just kill his mom without suicide pills.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's just
Wow, what a flaw in your logic.
Listen,
your show's already failed.
That's fine. It wasn't that serious in IT. No. I found it fun that Oz's like childhood that we see is it's set in the 80s. They're talking about going to play like Double Dragon and stuff. He was born he's like Gen X, which like I don't think a Penguin is like Gen X, but which I guess he has to be in this series with the.
I mean, in any like I was gonna say when you make the timeline like modern day, anybody who's like that age would be that, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
but it's
could be
weird, you
Gen
know?
X. Well, he's old now, and like we're old now, and we're not Gen X, right?
No, but he was born in like the 70s. He must have been if he was playing Double Dragon at like 8 years old or whatever. So
Yeah, so he's not Gen X, right?
That's
Why did you
Gen
say
X.
Gen X? It
You're
is?
born in the 70s, yeah. They're the
Huh.
children of the boomers or whatever.
What? I didn't know that. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'm wrong.
And then there's and then millennials and then Gen Z.
We need to do
Gen
another
Alpha.
baby boom. We're gonna have boomers too.
We don't need World War III, okay? That's no good.
I mean, we can skip the war. Just get to the booming, okay?
You can't do that, okay? They're gonna. I guess maybe Elon's government here is gonna try to give out like tax incentives for having children or
Yeah.
something more than
The Department of Government Efficiency.
It's
Yeah.
the only way that
People-
poor
I guess,
people
yeah.
can survive is by having like tons of children, and then they just
God.
have instant idiocracy. It's perfect.
That feels like its own kind of dystopia. I don't know.
You think?
Yeah, you know. But it's always odd in these things when there's like a sliding time scale. Like the fact that fucking Spider-Man is like my age and whatever. Spider-Man would have TikTok in this in like the MCU and stuff. But they
Well,
didn't put
Spider-Man
TikTok
is
in
younger
that.
than you now.
Yeah, that's weird. You shouldn't be younger than me. You should be old like he is in the
Wait.
comics or whatever.
Oh, you're saying he should still be married. He should have.
You should have been born in the
Married
60s or whatever, or in the
Spider-Man?
50s.
Oh my god.
Well, he's married in the Ultimate Universe now, the new Ultimate Universe. I know that.
Oh, are you reading those comics too?
No, I'm hearing people talk about them on the podcast. I'm not reading.
God
them.
damn it!
Well,
That's what I do want to read.
I thought
I'm
you were
actually reading
talking
those
about like the actual animated one that you love so
Yeah,
much.
it's also like that
where
in
they have-
Spider Verse. Yeah, but you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Yeah, but there's a comic about that, and I should pick that up whenever they collect it into a volume
It's-
or whatever.
It's very good so far.
You know what? I
Season.
Yeah.
crave an old Spider-Man, okay, but not one with children. Fuck that. I want
Why
one
not?
who is
Mhm.
maybe an
Do you
incel
want him-
Spider-Man, okay?
Oh
Maybe
my
he just
God.
never gets the girl.
Wow.
Well, you know what? You want
Damn.
the main Marvel universe then, okay? Where he's
Yeah,
fucking
right.
editorial dictates he can never be married
Florian,
again.
you got your wish, and it's the main universe.
Yeah,
But-
and everyone hates it so much.
But he never grows up. At this
No,
rate, I'd have
he's
to
pretty
wait.
old in the main
No.
universe. They made him like 30 or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I
nebulously kinda
have
old.
to wait until I'm older. Well, I'm still older than him. I have to wait for him to, like, I have to be like 50, and then he's 40. Come on.
Well, you could read Spider-Man. Is it Spider-Man Reign, where he's killed Mary Jane with his radioactive sperm or something?
Oh God.
Nice.
Did Mark Miller do that? What
I
the
don't
hell?
know, but that's like a Dark Knight Returns kind of Spider-Man. That one has a really cool bit in it where Doc Ock like comes back and he's like it's just the arms moving him around with like a robot doing the Doc Ock voice on his like chest or something.
You know what? Send me that name and I'll read it. Okay.
Spider-Man Reign, I think. I'll try to find it for you after the thing here. Yeah,
Just send me the name. I'll probably find it.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Spider-Man. I'll look it up after.
Yeah,
But
that sounds fun. Finally, an old Spider-Man. Fucking annoying young
I
Spider-Man
don't-
learning about responsibility from his fucking dead uncle. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think opinions are very high on that on that particular.
Well,
Well, that's
it'll
sorry.
be
Yeah.
perfect for me. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
that. Wait, so I guess he's an insult too because he's killed her with the sperm.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
perfect for you. It's
It is
exactly what you
exactly
want.
what I asked for.
Jameson is still alive in that, I think. He's like 90 or some shit. I don't know.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I thought the child actor playing the young penguin in this penguin show was he was pretty
It was
good.
really good.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
scary, you know? He's kind of I don't know if it's just like kid actors can't really do like super complicated emotion and stuff, or if it's just if they like told him to act that way and he's kind of sociopathic and stuff because he's very detached and weird in it. And I like that a lot.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe kids just actually can't do those emotions in real life.
It's hard to act and stuff if you're 9 or whatever.
I see.
I don't know. But yeah, it's fun seeing those flashbacks and stuff too when he's young. and seeing, especially just
Yeah,
the
very good.
difference between like the story that he tells about Rex and how he's like, oh, he's so respected and the whole town would cheer for him and he knew everyone's name and he was such a great guy, and then you see him and
Yeah.
he's just like some common thug fucking like robbing the barber shop or whatever. Like he's just like some nobody, like awful piece of shit who like dresses okay, and that's why Oz likes him. It's like,
And he offers to Penguin's mom to kill the Penguin.
yeah,
Right.
which I mean, Oz doesn't know that. I mean, maybe he'd think of him differently if he did, but
Well, he does hear about it, I think, and then he still
At the end,
continues to keep up the lie. Yeah.
well, he doesn't. He still likes his mom and stuff even after that, which is, that's like crazy to me how strong that bond is. I guess can't be broken by anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what would even happen if his mom's ever gonna wake up and if he's gonna remember this or not.
I think it's I think she's clearly like lucid enough because she starts there's a single tear goes down her face when she's in the penthouse, right? I'm pretty sure she's still like awake in there and can see the world outside and knows what's going on,
Wow, that's gonna be real cool for a Penguin too.
Yeah.
What if it's gonna be
Do you think they're going to
Scarface,
do a
but with
second
his
season?
mom?
I think they're definitely going to do a second season just because everyone liked this one so much. But they'll probably do it like between next movie and part 3 or whatever, I assume.
Imagine if the Batman just topples the crime empire of the Penguin and the Penguin has to work his way up again.
He could, Why
Or
not?
maybe he's just a broken man who has to try to find meaning in the fact that he can't be a criminal mastermind even though he's worked so hard for it,
Yeah, it's possible. It could work. There's a lot of angles they can take here, especially depending on whatever happens in the next movie, whatever the Penguin's role is in that.
Well, I think it's gonna be something really stupid just because I hated the first one. And
Well,
it's probably gonna ruin the show, but then the show is gonna be good despite it. Okay.
I don't understand how you can hate the Batman and then like love this show. I just don't get it at all. Because it's like they're so similar in tone and everything, It's the same stuff going on. It's the same like storyline they're picking back up with.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we see it.
I guess,
Because-
yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm just insane. Maybe that one time I went to the cinema and then they played the Penguin without sound and then they refunded the money and I had to waste my time. Maybe that pissed me off
Yeah.
subconsciously. Or maybe I just hate how they took the Batman and they made him about revenge. I don't know.
He's always been vengeance.
Eh,
He's always been vengeance. That's so old. That's such an old part of Batman. Okay, you're just.
maybe I missed it.
He's like that in all the other ones too. In most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not most of the
When?
movies. There's still like
when
there's 4
does
old ones. that don't
when
really
is he
do that.
about vengeance? Yeah, 4. Okay, so
And
it's not
those,
many.
in some of those old movies, he's not super vengeful, I guess. But it's still like
Yeah.
it's still like baked into the character to some degree because it's like he's trying to stop the crime, so the same thing doesn't happen to other
But he
people that happen to
introduces
his
himself
parents.
as vengeance. He takes joy in inflicting pain. He doesn't do that.
Well, that's part of the point of the movie is
do you
that he
mean?
has to get over his the fact that he's like kind of doing it for the wrong reasons to some degree in the Batman.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got to start
that's
doing
a
it the
pretty
other way and
unique-
be hopeful.
That's a pretty unique arc that I don't like.
Well, that's so cool though. That's such a good Batman thing
Well,
to be
we'll
doing.
see. We'll see if I like it next time around on the
I
Wheel
guess
of
so.
Batman.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll even be the next one. I can't wait.
Who knows? We'll see. But
I'll be seeing it
Do
on
we
the
have-
episode.
I'll tell you what the result is, but I'll record it for the audience. Okay. But
Okay.
what else should we
Wow.
say for?
So you're going to like, you're gonna like rig the results of the spin.
I pull up the wheel
Damn
and it
it.
has like one option on there. It has the one movie that I want to watch like 5 times.
Right.
you guys
right.
would have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be none the wiser until the 5th time. Yeah,
Yeah. I
we'll
do.
just go along with it.
Yeah. Do we have anything else to say about the Penguin here before we get into the wheel?
I liked this show. I didn't love it. I think it's kind of like a lot of the time it's kind of going for a like Cliff Notes Sopranos kind of deal, which is fine. And I think comics kind of run in that kind of territory sometimes, where they're oftentimes like just kind of copying something that has done this much better. I think the central performances from I can't remember, Christina Milioti or Kristen Milioti, is so good. Like, she is just incredible in this show.
Yeah.
As is Colin Farrell. So like really strong performances really just anchor this, and I really loved the last episode. Just the way that everyone kind of gets into the places they are, and I just loved how messed up the Penguin is. Like he's a very
he's a brutal, like,
not
evil
mentally
man.
clear character. Mhm.
Yeah. I do like they set up he's going to be a more dapper Penguin with his top hat and stuff and his tux. That's really nice.
Oh, I can't wait for that. So, Erich, you have seen Gotham, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh god.
For some reason, this just gives me Gotham vibes, and I love it. Even it's clearly grittier and more serious, but I don't know. It just reminds me of seeing the Penguin in his quest to be number one again, and it's so
This
good.
Penguin is way more violent than that Penguin, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess he sure is, but I mean, I don't know. They somehow have the same vibe to me. It doesn't make sense. I know, whatever. I'm just glad I get to see more of the Penguin working his way up the ladder. Okay, it's great.
I once saw a supercut of all of the Jerome / Jeremiah scenes from that show. That's all I've seen of it, really. That's
Yeah.
that show seemed very like community theater or like a high school production to me. Like mostly just because they're all teenagers, I guess. But
Wow.
yeah,
There were some good performances in that show, especially
Some of
the
them
Alfred.
Oh yeah, the Alfred was
Yeah.
great.
I don't remember the Alfred from the. He probably wasn't in many Jerome
No,
/
he was
Jeremiah
very
No, he
sensible.
was. Oh,
Or maybe
he
he
probably
was,
wasn't
I
in
don't
many
know.
Jerome scenes, but
No.
Wow,
There's
why
one.
would you
There's one
watch
where they're at a
those?
carnival. I think Alfred showed up there, but I don't remember a lot much else.
I also really like the very young Batman who is already very interesting. Okay, surprisingly.
He shows
Even though
up
I
in that
hate origin
last episode,
stories.
right? Because he's got his it looks a lot like a Dark Knight sort of suit in that when he shows up.
What,
I
in
think-
Gotham?
Yeah, at the end of that.
Yeah. I thought you didn't see it.
Well, I saw the supercut of all the fake Joker scenes, and that's how it
Okay.
ends is with the Batman showing up and he fights the Joker for a minute.
Wow, damn! It really should have kept going. That would have been great.
Yeah, well, they had some like issues with the license or whatever. They weren't supposed to be doing all the Batman stuff, and they tried to like force it in as much as they could at the end. I think was the deal. Yeah, that's an odd show
Wait,
though.
Isn't he public domain? Ah, damn it!
Well, no,
No,
but it's
Batman
there's
is
just
not public
weird.
domain.
It's weird like non-competition like because it's all Warner Bros is like producing the show as well or whatever, or at least giving the license to it. But it's like, you know, they've got to like, oh well, you can't put the Joker in it because the Joker right now is I don't know, pegged for fucking Jared Leto's solo movie or whatever they were working on at the time. So they had to like get around it by having two like non-Joker characters who kind of have different aspects of the Joker, and yeah. I don't know
Well,
much
it's not
about any of
why
the
they
other
did it.
characters because I didn't see their supercuts, but yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So to end off here though, the gimmick of this show is going to be that after each episode, right, we're gonna look up we're gonna get the wheel. I've prepared a wheel of Batman here. Let me pull this up. I should have had this pulled up before, I guess.
Excuse me, the Bat Wheel
It's yeah, the Bat wheel.
that you pull out of your utility belt.
Absolutely.
Colonel Bat
I'm
wheel.
pulling it out as we speak. If I can find the display cap. There we go.
Wow.
Okay.
We're gonna get it now.
Look at
Dark Knight,
I
Dark
should hide
Knight.
Okay, we're gonna spin it. Here we go. What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be.
Oh
Dark
my
Knight.
god.
We're spinning.
Was I right?
Oh, you were wrong.
Wow.
It's
What a shock. I should
Oh,
not
no.
play. I should not play roulette.
it's The Killing Joke, the animated film, The Killing Joke.
Wow. Cool.
The very controversial
Yeah.
killing joke.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know
finally.
what? I know about this one. I heard about it, and I watched half of it. I watched the ending half. I did not want to watch all this shit before that. But this time, I'm gonna have to, I guess.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, so like, here's the thing. The Killing Joke is one of the like big Batman stories. the animated thing has a ton of nonsense in it, and
they had to make it longer because it's really short.
I think I was gonna say it's very short and very to the point. I think what you kind of get from watching that is that the story is actually not very good. It's just really good in its highlights, I guess you would say.
Yeah, it's a very simple story that it's meant to just explore the like Joker dynamic, right? And I think probably in the 80s, if you were to read it, right, it would have played a lot better because it's dealing with a lot of things that are weren't like to the forefront of the character, but now they have been for like 40 years, so we're kind of more used to that version of the Joker being like the Joker in everything now. So it really informed the whole thing. That's an Alan Moore comic, and he did that a lot. He sort of went in and dug deep into these characters. So,
well, I can't wait to see it for all that important history of the Joker.
Yeah, it'll be great. This is where his origin comes from, at least to some degree. Like it's all like built off of the 40s comic and whatever, but it's they really dig deep into it. There's a lot of elements in the movie Joker that we reviewed previously. There's a lot of all sorts of stuff. He's a comedian. We'll see. It'll be epic. Okay.
It'll be epic, he says.
It'll be fantastic to review this movie that no one likes and no one talks about anymore. Yeah.
Honestly, I might reread the comic because I've already seen this movie. So
it's a short read. You can go through it.
It is.
Yeah. I'm gonna reread it. Stuff. I got the Absolute Joker, which has two versions. It has the recolored one and like the original color of it as well. And that's really fun. Yeah. The original color is a little cooler. It's more like crazy and stuff, and more heightened colors to the whole thing. That's fun. But yeah,
cool.
But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching the first episode of the COLONELBAT. What do you guys have to plug here?
I got stuff. I'm doing a video on Idiocracy right now with Erich right after this recording.
Incredible.
Right. Yep.
Great timing. You can find me on Blue Sky. I have moved off of Twitter after the United States presidential election of 2024. I really don't feel like being on Blue Sky or on X, the everything app anymore.
Yeah.
So it's revan1038.bsky.social. If you want to follow me on there, I currently have 25 followers. So you could possibly be the 26th.
All right. Is Barack Obama going to follow you on Blue Sky as well?
We're in advanced discussions about that. I think once he comes out with his top 10 movies of the year list, we'll determine that.
All right. That's exciting stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.